Welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna read another Persian poems. Comes from Saadi, very famous Persian poet in 7th century, about 8 centuries ago. His book is called Bوستان, and this is about گفتار در صبر بر ناتوانی به امید بهی. به امید بهی means wishing for something or hoping for something better, and being patient whenever you are powerless. This is basically one of the poems from Saadi which talks about resilience. Let's go through that. کمال است در نفس مردم کریم، گرش زر نباشد چه نقصان و بیم. مپندار اگر سفله قارون شود، که طبع لییمش دگرگون شود. وگر در نیابد کرم پیش نان، نهادش توانگر بود همچنان. مروت زمین است و سرمایه زرع، بده کسل خالی نماند ز فرع. خدایی که از خاک مردم کند، عجب باشد ار مردمی گم کند. ز نعمت نهادن بلندی مجوی، که ناخوش کند آب استاده بوی. به بخشندگی کوش کآب روان، به سیلش مدد میرساند ز آسمان. به بخشندگی کوش کآب روان، به سیلش مدد میرسد ز آسمان. گر از جاه و دولت بیفتد لییم، دگر باره نادر شود مستقیم. وگر قیمتی گوهری غم مدار، وگر قیمتی گوهری غم مدار. که ضایع نگرداندت روزگار. کلوخ ار چه افتاده بینی به راه، نبینی که در وی کند کس نگاه. وگر خرده زر ز دندان گاز، بیفتد به شمعش بجویند باز. به در می کنند آبگینه ز سنگ، کجا ماند آیینه در زیر زنگ. هنر باید و فضل و دین و کمال، که گاه آید و گه رود جاه و مال. The last verse is so cool. هنر باید و فضل و دین و کمال، که گاه آید و گه رود جاه و مال. جاه و مال. جاه و مال. This is referred to wealth. It's saying that the wealth comes and goes, but the knowledge, the art, the knowledge, the spirituality, and kamal means kind of fulfillment, or being I don't know what's the best word for kamal. Deen is basically religion or spirituality. Fazl, it is coming from knowledge or wisdom. Honar is art. It says honar bayad o fazl o va, in between it is and. So this is va. Honar bayad o fazl o din o kamal, که گاه آید و and gah, and gah has the same meaning. It means sometimes. Gah آید or که گاه آید, sometimes it comes. Gah رود, it means it goes. رود جاه و مال. It says sometimes it comes and sometimes it goes. What goes? جاه و مال. جاه و مال, it means the wealth. I love this verse. The last verse is so cool, so beautiful. Again, this is I just read it once, so if I have some typos when I go through the pronunciation of different words and the rhythm is not there, I hope you enjoy that. The whole verse is so beautiful. I hope that kind of distraction doesn't bother you, but I hope you can learn something from this Bostan, this poems from Bostan. And there are few things that I want to highlight. Zar, it is gold. Zar, as you can see here, it's pronounced as zar. Another word for gold is tala. 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 And there are some other words that I want to refer to that. Sarmaye, it is wealth. 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 Or money. Or any sort of assets that you have. You can refer that to as assets. Sarmaye is asset. Khak referred to as soil. Soil or something that has, we have plenty of that, or that doesn't have that much value. Ab is water. Ab, water. This is also another interesting verse that I want to highlight. It says, ز نعمت نهادن بلندی مجوی که ناخوش کند آب استاده بوی. The second verse is so cool that it says that if you give someone to something, don't ask for anything in return. And ab, it means water. Saade, it means without any movement. So ab saade means water with no movement, or a pond basically. که ناخوش کند means ناخوش کند آب ساده بوی. بوی means a smell. It means that آب ساده, or water that is without any movement, after a few moments or few days or weeks, it becomes smelly, and it is basically not very good. Therefore, it is saying that gives your things away. Don't ask for something in return. That's my interpretation. It might be a different interpretation. به بخشندگی کوش. بخشندگی means generosity. کوش means do it. It's a kind of commanding someone, or try it, or do it. به بخشندگی کوش کاب روان. کاب, it means که, آب, water. روان means fluid, something that is in movement. که آب روان به سیلش مدد میرسد ز آسمان. آب روان like river. Sail is flood, or the movements of water. Others would give it back to the river. For example, آسمان, which means the sky, give it back to the river by the rain or other waters, or other sources of water that comes to the river. It is saying that whenever you give something to others, you will get something in return. Maybe not directly from that individual or that creature, but it will end up into your pocket eventually. So these two verses is asking, if you're giving something to someone else, don't ask for something in return. And whenever you become a giver, you will get multiplied version of that in future. So don't worry about that. That was another thing. And again, the last thing, it's highly talk about learning and being in a stage in your life that you don't focus on some of the physical assets or some of the wealth and some of the money in this world, and on the other hand focus on something to give away to others and be more generous with your life. I think money has some value in life, and we need at least some minimum amount of money to be able to survive and live comfortably. But the point that I believe Saadi is trying to say is that there's a limit to that, and after that you can live comfortably without too much money. It is saying that you can give some of your resources, some of your assets that you have to others, and the source of creations or the God would give something back to you, and you will get that. And therefore he is encouraging us not to focus on just wealth and money, but instead focus on art, on knowledge, on religion and spirituality, and Kamal, fulfillment, I would call that. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a joyous day. And if you like this content, make sure to smash the like button, because that gives me the encouragement to see more people are watching these videos. And if you have any comments about these verses and these baits, or bait is in Farsi means verse in English. If you have any comments about that or other interpretations, I would love to hear from you guys.